Okay. I'll come and check it in a minute.
Sell on eBay.
Can we start over? We on. Come on in the room.
That's better or worse?
Turn right up. It's better.
On.
On.
It's more worse.
More worse.
Just two. What's wrong with doing over here?
I hate the couch. I be slumped like this.
Slumping on here. All this weird light you got going on.
Baby.
Bootleg studio woman.
Just sit down and be quiet. Hey, Curtis, to my welcome back, sick people. I'm gonna slide back because your behind so tall. Hey, how you doing? My good night. Curtis, why you mess with us? Last week I told him we weren't gonna do it because I was sick. He talking about who told her she can get sick.
I know, right? She didn't read the clause. What's going on? Curtis?
I'm drinking Black Love, drinking tea from a Black Love cup.
This light is horrendous. I'm tired of knot around the bottom of the thing.
No, baby. Thank you. Turn on.
No, go ahead. We'll go with your concoction this time. You can't even hardly read the Black Love mug.
I know, right? Look. Nothing else to do on this chilly Monday night. Try it over there.
It's good lamp.
Look, my daughter trying to do some. Put it back there. Don't put it in my face. Over there.
Oh, weird.
Are you gonna sit up there?
You're gonna fall down. It's real dumb. Don't do that, Chanel. Something wrong with my child. She trying to act like she a studio light. Hey, Tanisha.
Is it good lighting?
Did you get my text, Tanisha?
It's not really good, but it's alright.
Ooh, my glass falls up from the steam,
What
y'all.
about up here? Better up here?
How's everybody doing on this Monday night? Look, we gone for 1 week. Y'all coming in slowly. I'm about to go back to sleep. Come on in the room.
Can you invite somebody?
Say hello when you come in to the place. What's that? The twins said hi, and when you come in to babysit. No, hello twins, and
Hello, twins.
we don't babysit.
Never.
Never. Do it, babe.
Never.
Oh, so you listen to it. Okay. Yes. Although you could just be seeing the hashtags already that's on my page. Don't act like you that don't do the what's the thing called Cliff Notes?
Hashtags and retweets.
Okay then. Get your spirit suddenly, chair. I preached yesterday. Chanel, you in the kitchen? And it was a good service. They said family the first to stab you in the back. I'm just saying, gotta keep it 100.
Yeah, that kid thing is over with.
Hey.
What?
Morning, Will. That's my Black Love cup.
Matter of fact, Curtis, we gonna send our youngster over there with y'all. She gonna be lonely here in a minute.
So let us know who's here. Look, she might excuse my language, people. Really? Let us know who. Let us know. So anyway, yesterday was good. I preached yesterday about the season of suddenly. It went pretty well. My husband talked about me.
What's it?
You said a bunch of stuff.
I said that you was churched.
Hey, Crystal. You like my Black Love cup, girl?
You can't hardly see it.
You can't see my Black Love cup. Turn that light off then. It's not the same one. Why you got it in here like, what you doing, son?
Put up.
Hey, Danielle. Chris, I have to maybe send you my link. But it was good. Service was good yesterday. we celebrate Pastor Appreciation as well. So it was dual purpose, but it was great.
Mm-hmm.
A young lady at the church who was healed of cancer did a little thank you to everybody that prayed for her. Of course, that's not what she had to do, but she just wanted to show her gratitude. So service was really good. Thank God is taking us into a new season. From, time when you've been sowing a bunch of seeds in your life, you're going to get to see some of that stuff come to pass. Your harvest is now, you're going to go pick. From the garden, it's been grown.
It's grown.
It's been grown. You got to pick it.
That's what it's called. You got to pick it.
Well, thank you. But anyway, tonight, Chanel, you got my food cooking that's gonna burn. No, she didn't know. She'll still want something in the front. So anyway,
into who?
You're gonna put it on napkin too. We're talking about blended families part 2. Right, Crystal is my season. People say all the time. You've been walking around. It's around the corner. Your breakthrough get ready to come.
Up the road.
It's up the road. I was like, how long is this road? How long is this corner? How long is this?
I know, right?
I mean, we've been hearing the same stuff for years, but just the difference in what I learned with my message was that there's 2 different kinds of time. There's Chronos time, which is like the time on the watch, calendar, events, scheduled stuff.
What's that?
But there's Kairos time, which is like, they say that's a God moment, on time God. Yeah, that kind of stuff is not on your clock. It is when God says it's going to happen. So I believe this is our season, our Kairos season, that things are getting ready to happen and start to take place. Christopher, who cares? So, yes, we usually hear about blessings, about it's your season, you're going to be blessed. We usually equate that with the prosperity preachers and stuff like that, but it's some people that have sown into the ministry and have done their part and labored, and sometimes seem like you got passed by for blessings or things are hard, but for those, it's your season. It really is, and I was excited about that.
Get excited.
Excited?
Excited. You labored in the vineyard.
Are you excited about it?
Yes. I'm very excited.
What was wrong with him, y'all? And I will, Chris. I'll text it to you. Mark, bring my phone up the charger. Yeah, it was it was good, I must say. But we're going back into our son was supposed to be here last week, but he had something going on and I was sick, so we canceled. Then the night he was like, I forgot. Yeah, grown people. Right. Said that ain't cool. Like, that's that dry eyes commercial excitement.
That's right. I'm very, very excited.
Why you gotta get in the camera? Go on back. Look like something wrong with you. But anyway, so I guess we'll go back over what we talked about before.
I don't remember. 2 weeks ago, I don't know.
So, if you're on here, I want you to, on your left-hand side, to share to your page so people can join as we start to talk about blended families, talking about baby daddy, baby mama, all the other stuff that come along with blended families, the foolishness. Some people have fights, verbally and physically. Some people go to jail.
For what? For blended family? Oh, boy.
You remember no seasoning.
You didn't tell me I don't make okra. What seasoning?
Salt.
Salad seasoning.
Okay.
Can we get y'all to share to your page?
You shared yours already?
My phone, my phone is having technical difficulties.
Excuse me, this
It won't show nothing, y'all. It won't work. Oh, just came back on. I have a stop for some reason.
I didn't know. Forgot. I feel like an assistant on a TV show.
Really? Shut up.
Okay.
Okay, y'all stare.
Yes. No. Maybe so.
I'm gonna share it to my page. You share it to your page. And we're gonna get crunk with it.
Okay, so I need to do.
Alright. So blended families, as we talked about before, has several aspects. We kind of went over when we had our children on there last week about my children only knew Cedric. So hey Rose, my children only knew Cedric. So we didn't have the what to call him type of issue I hear people have. But the other part of it was
What was the other part?
when you have the children that call the step parents, the bonus parent, the extra parent by their first name.
I do remember that.
And we talked about how it was disrespectful. Different people said how they didn't feel like it was necessarily disrespectful because whatever. But it is. Because if you can't call another adult by their first name, then you probably should be calling the person that's in the house with you trying to help take care of you by their first name. So, that being said, all right. So look, I need y'all to share it to your page.
I did, I think.
All right, I need somebody to share it to your page with me. So anyway,
But
how do you set boundaries with the ex or the other parent that's not in the house with the child?
so how do you set boundaries?
Because you know, like, okay, if they coming over, can they come in? Can they go to the room? Can they
Cut off.
walk around your house? You know what I'm saying? Like, what can they do?
I don't know. Depends on each individual relationship, what you feel comfortable with. Might want to let them go lay in the bed.
In the bed with who?
Have a conversation. I don't know. How do you set those? I don't know. I can't speak to that because I didn't experience that.
But we did talk to other couples about setting boundaries because remember the ex was doing random stuff, coming where they want to, going in, whatever.
Right.
So I was just trying to start the conversation about blended families because you're sitting there looking like you don't even know what we're talking about.
I don't remember.
But can you know about blended families, don't you?
Not really.
You don't?
Mm-hmm.
We don't have blended families?
Yeah. Yeah. But I don't know about it.
See, this time I'm being went to sleep right here.
But
You got to talk, Cedric. I can't say it all.
you can. You stop eating. That's your problem. You trying to feed your face.
Talk, man.
You could have been eating before you got on the TV.
What had happened was,
Right.
Rose, I'm sorry. Y'all know we keep it 100.
Now you would never let me eat while we on here.
Because you don't eat regular. You got to have a whole big setup. You can't sneak and eat nothing to the side. You be
Nah,
doing the
you're
most.
not sneaking all that noise you making. That's not sneaking.
So, Mr. Thomas, what was your biggest struggle with blended family?
You?
Me?
That's loud. Yes, you.
How was that the biggest struggle?
Because we weren't on the same page originally.
What does that mean, baby?
What do you mean? What do you mean? We were on the same page about raising the children.
Can you not give me what elaborate so we can have a conversation, honey? Because you act like you ain't never been on Black Love United Live.
I haven't. That was my alter ego. It was a counterfeit. This is the real deal here. Yeah, we were not on the same page. We did not agree about techniques concerning the children. But it took some time to get on the
Though they don't you be up here laughing at him because they encourage him to do worse.
same page. Because my wife was on that foolishness.
He was Ike. Beat him.
And you turned Ike too later on. When they got grown, it's too late. How you would beat somebody when they 20?
No, that's not the case. But seriously, he said we're on the same page. It is hard for a mother to bring in somebody else that she loves, who's now her husband, and to release control
Right.
to him, because there's always this area that you feel like, does he really love them like his own? Is he going to treat them like his own?
That's what I was going to say, that it was a trust thing, I believe.
Well, I definitely think it's a trust thing, because in the beginning, I didn't trust him 100% with me. So I definitely couldn't trust you when we got kids.
I didn't trust me 100% with you either.
What? What he got going on tonight? He on something else.
I'm on something else. The truth. You don't need much know them girls like I know them girls.
Stop doing your mouth right there. Stevie J.
I'm getting ready to knock that on the floor. I'm doing no more food for you.
So, you didn't trust, I didn't trust him with my kids because I didn't trust him with me. So, I would say that the relationship with us played a direct correlation between how I felt him with my kids, because once I started to learn how to trust him, then I knew that he wasn't trying to abuse them. Like, he was just crazy with everybody, so it was across the board. So it wasn't like just mean to me or mean to the kids. He was just mean.
Really? I was just mean.
Oh, you was mean in the beginning. You was real mean.
You say I'm mean now. What's the difference?
Yeah, but you mean with a little love behind you. You just mean with the devil behind you before.
Oh, boy. Really?
How do you deal with your grown step kids living with you? How do you guide them out of the house for good, nicely?
Yeah, I don't know if you can do that nicely.
Yeah, but now, Rose, are y'all on the same page? Because that does play a part. What is you doing, son? Baby, think focused.
You supposed to be talking. You worrying about what I'm doing. That's why we couldn't agree on the children right there.
That's why.
Mm-hmm.
So, does he want them to be in the house still? You know, how do you guys feel about? I mean, you want him out, he want him in. Do you both want him out? That plays a part, because they grown. They need to be trying to make their way somewhere. Like, if y'all decide to keep them there because they in college, or if something going on, but y'all have to agree upon that.
Well, you have to set boundaries and limitations and ground rules about how, it works, because grown people like to do grown things. And when you live with other people, you can't always do that. Like, they might want to have all the friends over to the house or stay out all times of night. And you might not be okay with that. So that's the kind of things that you have to sort out. And then, is there going to be any monetary contributions to the household?
Now, some people opt to have them pay something, a small amount.
Right.
Some people opt to have them pay nothing and save and give them a certain time to collect and get out. That's something that you guys have to come to an agreement about.
Right.
But if you're not on the same page, it can cause a big problems.
How do you set the boundaries with the parent who may not be willing to listen? That's tough, but I mean, you have to at least try to come to a consensus to try to let everybody be adults about the situation and sit down and talk and come up with a strategy. There can no progress without a plan of action.
This is why it's important that the husband and wife establish a relationship, communication, and have intimacy together, because that's going to be the hard stuff to talk about. And if we don't have we can't talk well anyway, if I don't respect him, if I treat him bad, he treats me bad, then we are not going to have a good time being able to maneuver through an adult child, whether it's my biological child or not, because it's just difficult. So you got to work on your relationship first in order to be able to finagle your way through the difficult stuff. In blended families, in grown children, what to do, what not to do, who to do it for, is very difficult and can be difficult.
Lolita says you would do them the same as you would do your own child. There should be no difference in the treatment.
But Lolita, the thing about that,
that's what I was going to say. I agree with that to a certain extent, but each child is different. So you have to deal with that child with what is the best strategy for that particular child. So it's not different treatment in that you're mistreating one or the other, but each child has a different strategy that you go about to get the optimal results.
but it's not just about, you can have the two same parents in the house.
Right. And they have different views on different situations. Each situation.
I mean, we have it now. Like,
Right.
with the situation where we have our son that we have together, we have a difference in opinion of what should be done, how things should be done, how we should, discipline, not discipline, reward, not reward. Like, we have a difference and we have the same child. So how much harder is it when you have a parent that's not the biological child's parent? Because you look at them like, you just doing that because they ain't your child. You've never heard that, have you?
Yes.
Was
Was it the case?
No, not in that case. I think he was just crazy. I told you, I think he crazy across the board. But I thought that he was just being crazy to me or to my children. But he just crazy. Like, he was the same with his mama, with his sister, with whoever. So I realized that it wasn't about us. He just nuts.
Really? You just gonna keep talking about me?
Baby, you are nuts.
On it? No, I'm not nuts. I'm very, very lucid.
You lose.
Lucid, not loose.
That's like loose booty.
Really?
Was that hurtful to hear that during that time? What part, Nicole?
I think she's saying when you said that I'm just doing it because it's not my kids. In my case, it wasn't really hurtful because I knew that wasn't the case. So I knew that she was just talking out of her butt or out of emotions.
No, but I really felt like, and this, let's just be honest, there's times I still have my moments depending on where I am and how close Cedric and I are.
She says, was it hurtful to hear? You the one doing the saying, I'm the one doing the hearing.
I'm saying, you said I was talking about behind, but I was not.
You were talking out of your emotions.
I was talking out of what I'm used to in my family, and then this new family that I have that we've established ourselves.
We ain't gonna talk about your family.
My family is very good.
You know I love your mama.
Chanel, don't be laughing.
You did.
Anyway,
But I understand how it can be hurtful because if you feel like you're doing all that you can do for that child, and then the spouse is not receiving it, they're taking your what's the verse in the Bible? I forget. What don't let your
good be even spoken of.
Yeah, so they're taking your good deeds and they're putting an evil slant on it, and that could be hurtful.
But sometimes you are malicious.
Not toward the kid.
You gonna say that with straight face?
It's true. When was I malicious toward the kid?
You was malicious, Cedric. You malicious with everybody. You just had your times.
Oh, I'm not malicious.
You don't
Malicious
even look convincing with that.
No, I'm not. If they were getting the business because they deserved it, it was not because I was being malicious. I might have been malicious towards you. Dun, dun, dun.
He was malicious.
How would you know? You can't tell somebody what their motives were. You're not inside my brain.
I see my baby.
Hey, yeah, you don't really care.
You didn't wash your hands. Go on, Blair.
That's your boy.
That's your son.
No, I'm not. Till you sit down, I don't say nothing. Mm-mm. That's enough. Sit down. Should 8:40 before you got the butt on TV.
I'm trying to make him talk, y'all.
Make me talk. Make you talk. Stop eating. I've been talking the whole time.
Really?
Yeah, you on here lying, tell people about my motives. You don't know my motives. There's no way you can know my motives. Not even possible.
I know what I felt.
And you gotta do what you felt. What you felt and what my motives are were two different things.
Don't eat all them.
That's a good example. Facebook. Don't tell other people what their motives are because you don't know. You can guess, but you don't know for sure. Facts. That's facts right there. Uh-oh. Wrong way.
Anyway, the whole point is to talk about how the families. 'Cause I know when the oldest son comes on, he would have a different aspect as opposed to
He messed up the whole flow.
right. So perception is reality. That's right, Nicole. See, and we were gonna have him talk because he was a child that was living outside the house,
Right.
and so a lot of times children that live with another parent, depending on whether their mother or father is remarried, whether they're still messing with the eggs, all these things play a part as to their perception.
Messing with the eggs.
Most children, I was told that, they have different parents, feel like they want their parents at some point to get back together.
Right.
That's the ultimate hope and dream.
And I'm sure they have a sense of jealousy because my dad is over there with his other family and I'm not there all the time.
Right.
So why do those kids get to have my dad?
Right. But I'm saying, like, that's the perspective that we want to talk to you guys about with him, of course, if he ever, he grown. He pop up when he feel like it. But, they have the other side. What is it like when you have a parent that's constantly bad-mouthing the new mother or father? And then you have a child that has to come to the house, and where does it put them, the child, in where does it put him in limbo?
You said put them in limbo. It puts them in a bad position because even if they like that bonus parent, they're not going to show it because obviously you feel loyalty towards your birth mother or birth father, whatever the case may be.
Okay.
So even if you like that person, you might be like,
Really?
catch yourself smiling. Wait a minute, I'm supposed to like them. You don't get that?
Yeah, I mean,
you always have loyalty to your mother, but what happens is over time, once they get older, they get able to form their own opinion, and so things change.
but now I know that just like anything else, what you get fed all the time can be the basis of what you think. Because like even if you're around people, you go to a job and it's somebody that everybody at the job don't like. Mm-hmm. If everybody's like, oh, they this, they that, they this, they that, even if you've not dealt with that, you will find yourself judging them through those lenses.
Right.
And so,
and then what happens? You have a conversation with that person, and you're like, oh, they nothing like everybody said. Everybody said they were like this. I don't have that experience with them.
right, but there's
So then you may begin to cultivate a relationship with that person.
Right. The child will see the truth eventually. You just have to be yourself and treat the child with respect and show them love. Okay.
That's correct.
Now, but the thing about it is that as the bonus parent, it's difficult because I don't want to be the evil stepmother. You see all the movies, or I don't want to be too mean or too nice. You know what I'm saying? Like there's
Everybody doesn't have those feelings. Trust me. But that is a good thing to have. If that's your
really just because you don't have them.
No, that wasn't my. I wasn't concerned about that.
We know.
You know what?
You weren't concerned about it.
I wasn't concerned about that at all.
Because, especially if you have a child, and like Chris, I know you got an older one, if they come to the house, then there's like, because I found myself doing more for our oldest when he came over to
Try to compensate.
To try to compensate for the lack or whatever the case may be. I found myself trying to do more to try to, because my kids get me all the time. My kids get him all the time. But then I have this child that's coming that I'm sure he's heard negative things. I'm sure that he's confused about how this going to go. He doesn't know how to feel about me. He doesn't know how to love me without feeling betrayed to his mother. He doesn't know how to play the balance, play the role. So what do we do? And I always wanted to do more. Like Cedric said, don't do that, and I would do it anyway. I was just doing, and it wasn't like to win the child's love. I just wanted them to know that I love them regardless whether I birthed them or not. We missed something.
No, it says I still. That was Lolita's comment. We read that one.
Yeah, it says. There's one before then.
I agree. It's harder to create a balance. Crystal said that. Valerie says, or when the other parent bad talks the parent that's in a new relationship, it hurts the child's view of that other parent.
That's exactly what I was saying, though. That's what I'm saying. When the parent is talking bad about what's over here, the child comes over here with these tinted lenses, so you feel like you're counteracting that stuff, that negative that's already been placed. And the child don't necessarily, a lot of them don't even tell you, but you could just tell that they're a little more reluctant.
Right, but all of that overcompensating, did it help? Did it get desired results?
I think in the end, he saw my heart, though. Don't do that.
The answer is no.
Yes, it did.
No, not at all. Anyway, Gabrielle says, I have a daughter. Before I met my husband didn't have any children. Now that we are married, we have a new baby together. Stop doing that. However, my firstborn child's father didn't want and still doesn't. She is 6 years old. He hasn't seen her yet, but she knows he is not her biological father, yet she sees him as a real dad.
I'm confused.
So basically, the daughter hasn't seen the real dad, but just her husband as the father.
So who does she see as the real dad?
The husband. The
okay.
dad.
Right. Well, I mean, that's the same thing with us.
Situation.
That's the same situation with us. Like, I mean, that's just, it took somebody at school to be like, that is not your biological daddy.
What's a biological daddy?
Not him, shoot.
But yeah, so those are a few situations that pop up and arise. What's something else I can't think.
You something, man. You're not here. You're not here with me. I know what you mean, honey.
You gotta stop doing that there, girl. I'm a little kid.
I got what you need. Can I get another shot?
Valerie says exactly. Why am I not popping up on my phone? I mean, my stuff is not working.
This is the thing. You have to. Each relationship is different. But before you can go gung-ho with anybody, you got to get to know the kids. I think that was another thing I felt like didn't take place. I felt like in the beginning you didn't get a chance to like get to know the kids because you came in trying to help me with them. So like
how's that not getting to know them?
Ring.
AJ?
Yes. So I felt like there was, I mean, they were younger, but I'm saying like you didn't do a whole lot. Like the relationships you developed is different now. But that's just how you learn how to have a relationship with me.
What kind of relationship you gonna have when they were babies?
I'm saying, but like you ain't about no goo gaga. Like,
but what they got to do with anything? You just gonna ask when they babies, what is your favorite color?
I'm trying to say.
I don't need to spitting up and slobbing everywhere. I don't understand. This is the age that you have those type of relationships.
Hi, Mom. Cedric's being a duty head to me.
Yeah, all right.
Cedric is a duty head.
Crystal said, I wish Little Ced was there. I would love to hear his perspective.
Well,
he is coming. Eventually.
He's coming, Crystal. And I what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to put his feet to the fire and hold it because I know that's the way.
Can't we just conference him in that thing like we did before with the picture thing?
Yeah.
Do that instead of him, because you know.
To right now?
No, whenever I'm saying, because getting him over here, you know how that is. It's better just to put him on the screen and let him talk.
Right. He might be able to do it.
That's what I'm saying.
Cause it, child.
That'll be easier than having him physically over here. You know how often, few and far in between that is. But any other questions anybody have about blended families or any other statements?
But the perspective of Cedric is the little said is what I think is important, because we don't know how the other child feels. We can't speak for them. We can't speak for their family. We can't speak for any of that stuff. So it's important that we hear from them, because they have a perspective that we never even thought about. Like, even if you talk to your children, when things are happening, you know, we tend to fuss at them and tell them our perspective, and they should do this, they should do that. Hey, Rodney. But the problem is, if you take time and ask them, you know, like, they'll say something, you like, where they get that from? Because that is their opinion. That's what they think. And they don't think like we think. I mean, and it's a good thing, because, you know, we grew up like let a child stay in a child's place. And I agree to a certain extent. But sometimes...
I definitely agree with that.
Yeah, see, this is right here. But the problem is, it's times that my children have said, Mama, all you do, you get frustrated at work, you come home, and all you doing is fussing at us. Well, that's not a perspective I would have looked at, because I'm thinking, like, I come home, y'all ain't did whatever, and it's true. But I'm not talking to them. All I'm doing is doing the fussing part. And so there was no balance, and it helped me to check me. And they done told him some stuff that he had to recognize that was a truth, and that was a different perspective of what it is that he might be seeing of himself, because he just didn't care. So, although we try to act like, okay, child stay in child place, but those childs, whatever.
Not the childs.
You shut up, little boy.
Those childs.
Those children grow up to be teenagers and young adults. And then, you know, whether you and the spouse stay together or not, or if y'all had a bad relationship, a lot of times they're in a protective mode to say, don't hurt my mama, don't hurt my daddy, depending on who the original parent is. So they're trying to be a protector, because it might just be me and my mama growing up, or me and my daddy growing up, depending on who had custody. And it's hard for them to switch those modes.
Well, a lot of times, too, the people mimic the relationships that they've seen growing up.
Right.
So you wonder why families have a perpetual single parent mom, you know, that kind of thing, with the same type of men matriculating throughout the family structure or family dynamic.
But look at a lot of the families you know. You can have a whole bunch of strong families, strong women, and all of them can be single. Or you have a bunch of strong women, and they got husbands, and all the husbands soft. You know what I'm saying? Or you got a whole bunch of strong men, and all the wives subservient. And act like they're a doormat. So, like, that stuff didn't just happen. The fact that my mama was like that, my grandma was like that, my auntie was like that. It's because that's what you were taught. You kind of become a product of your environment. And so you have to be careful. And we learned some bad things, but we had to unlearn and relearn the correct way. And then we teach our children the right way. Because, truth be told, the dynamics of marriage and relationships go for all your relationships. You know?
Right. Well, the tools that you use in any relationship can be used throughout your dealings with other people at work, other family members, whatever. Let's get to some of the comments. Kimberly says, good evening, just joining.
Hey, Kimberly.
Crystal says, much like you, Angie, I can only imagine how he coped with visiting his father when he, I don't know, she's not there. The first reason his daddy became a daddy. Vicky says, this is a good teaching. Shampriya says, great topic.
Thank you, guys.
Kenneth says, you can't be selfish. Crystal writes, I do find myself doing the most to make sure he feels loved, but according to Sid, I don't know if it pays off. Don't get him twisted. He shows mad love, and I value our relationship as a whole. But I know there's loyalty, and I appreciate that and understand that too. I just want any advice to assure I'm being the best parent to all my kids. Yes, and the thing is, I'm not saying don't do nice things for your bonus child, but what I'm saying is you don't have to go above and beyond. Just keep showing that child love. Be consistent with treating that child right. And over time, that relationship will come. And you're not going to force it by doing extra, being extra. Like when my son was much younger, Angie was blowing our budget. Every time he came over, taking him to the go-karts and the skating and the Chuck E. Cheese and everything else. I'm like, hey, man, look, we can't afford this here. Every weekend, we going somewhere all day, every day, balling out, eating, toking games. Hey, man, look, you better come watch this movie on USA, on this basic cable, and be happy and chill with the family. Get some of this stale popcorn in here.
Well, Crystal, I do feel like it paid off.
But the extra stuff is not what made it pay off. It paid off because you were consistent in treating him right and loving him. You were there for him when he had programs and stuff. You were there. So that's the kind of stuff that pays off, not because every time he came home, we did some type of outing or field trip.
Okay. I mean, I disagree. I think it was all of that. I think all of that played a part that they may not, just like our regular kids, they may not understand the struggle that we go through to provide them with the stuff they have, but later on they'll understand that the sacrifices were made to get what they needed to get.
But if that's the case, then that would have changed his perspective toward me too. Not just towards you. Because I was there too. But it didn't.
But this is the thing.
Right?
No, what do you mean? Okay, what do you mean?
I'm saying we all went as a family.
Right.
So how was only the benefits isolated to you?
Because kids pay attention to who's orchestrating and putting things in. And you don't know, but you were very kids even talk about how they didn't want to go there. They said don't do this. They heard what you said.
Maybe, but he wasn't here when we had those conversations.
Baby, but when he was here, you still said stuff. Because I remember, like, Cedric, don't let him hear us have these conversations. It wasn't full out, but you'd be like, man, you doing the most. Or you saying whatever. He wasn't like little way. He didn't know what was going on. So.
Well, at first he was.
Okay, I'm just saying that just like anything else, it's times that even now I want to go do something. You be like, man, that's too much money. I be like, man, we gonna go spend this time. And then the kids know.
I don't mind spending time.
They know, but they know it's me that try to make it happen. Cause you rather let's go sit down and watch a movie. You know I'm trying to go do something else.
That's right.
Crystal,
Angie is the game starter.
I was definitely the one that let's go do this, go do that. And I know
the game finisher. Shut it down.
He trying to join. Now, Lord, if he can do it.
Shut it down. I know you know how to do it. The tech whiz.
Don't do my son like that.
Although the kids don't use this, they use the other thing.
Yeah. He done been here before, though.
They use Instagram or whatever it is.
Stop saying that.
The Twitter. All of that type of stuff. I'm about to get on there, too. I'm about to go viral. Get me some Twitter. While we having a short intermission, don't forget to share this with your friends. Don't forget to give us some likes and thumbs up. Subscribe. All of that good stuff. Because we'll be here every week. Same bat time, same bat station.
My husband not going to work on our presentation where he lead and I follow because I'm so submissive.
Oh, sorry. I laugh out loud.
He was trying to join, but I don't know if he is successful at this joining thing. Oh my Lord, son.
Anyway, so yes, anybody
join Facebook Live on Black Love.
Please
right now,
comment. Give us your questions. Give us your thoughts about today's topic. If you have any input, please share it with us below. This is all of our show, not just our show. There we go, Valerie. What if the child lives in a different state and the father pays child support plus send the child's the child things he needs for school, but the mother refuses to let the child visit with the father and his, I assume that's siblings, and bad talks to the father and me to the point where the child won't even, what's that, to please? I don't know what that word is.
Okay.
Won't even something with his father. I love you, or won't even say hi. He just calls and says, I need this, I need that, and we send it. But what should we do? And the child just turned 15, so he definitely needs his father in his life.
You want to go?
You go ahead. I'll clean it up.
Okay, so first of all, the child has to learn respect.
Right.
I know the mother may be teaching them something negative in that aspect, and it's great that the father plays child support and takes care of the child. The extra stuff comes as a bonus. So what we're going to do is we're going to have some conversations. We're going to develop a relationship. And right now at 15, they want stuff. And if they used to you doing it, then I'm going to do step A to get B. Because they want the money or they want the gift or whatever it is they need. So start making them have conversations. Like, the mother does play a part. You're in another state. But there are courts that are for that. I know it sounds a little crazy, but we don't do as well going to court. We kind of like, oh, I pay child support, or we're supposed to this. But we don't do our part. Like make people, hold people accountable. Like, you can take my money, but I can't have a relationship with my child. Little boys need their daddies. I don't care what they say. A woman cannot teach a son how to be a man.
Right.
And all these women are like, oh, I can be the mama and the daddy. No, you cannot. Not never. Can you teach him how to pull his penis out and pee? No. You can tell him, but when he say I can't aim right or I ain't whatever, you don't know how to tell him how to do that. You can read a book.
High and tight.
Really? You can read a book, but you cannot teach him, hey Mildred, you can't teach him how to be a man. When they wake up in the morning with an erection as a young age, what you gonna tell them about that? What you tell them to do for that? You don't even know because you ain't had one. That stuff, when they feel certain ways or, the pressures of the world, especially being a black man, you don't know how to address that because you ain't never been a black man. I'm just saying, yes, mother, we do all that we can do, but there's certain things that we can't do. We cannot teach them how to be a man. We can teach them how to be a decent human being, how to work hard, how to be a hard worker. You can teach him his character, but you can't teach him man stuff. You can't teach him that. Why? Because you're not a man and you never will be.
Right. I would say too, like Angie said, child support, that's good, but like I said, extra stuff, I wouldn't say not to give it to him, but if it was me, I would require that he come to me and visit me to get those extra things, and then have conversation with me about it. I would not allow him just to call me to ask me for things.
Right, and that is about don't speak, don't say hi. No, before you even get to ask me something, hey, how you doing? How was your day? What's going on in school? We're gonna have a conversation. Your husband would have to be the one to say this because it's not gonna come the same from you, especially when the mother's bad mouthing. But hey, listen, you're 15. I love you. I want a relationship with you, but I have feelings too, and I feel like you are not even trying to develop a relationship with me. You just ask me for things, and I want to give them to you, but that's gonna require a little bit of your time.
Right.
You can FaceTime, you can talk on the phone, but what we're not gonna do is just be an ATM that you can just come withdraw money when you want to.
And now she said that she meant to say that he won't say hey or speak. He just call and say I need this or need that, and that is definitely unacceptable.
That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable at all.
But see, what you're doing too is you're setting a bad precedent for him, because that's one thing about these millennial kids now, that they think everybody owes them something. So as soon as they get out in the real world and somebody tells them no, they go crazy. That's why these kids out here shooting, stabbing, acting crazy. As soon as somebody tell them no, they think they're supposed to get everything.
Right.
So that's something that definitely need to be addressed and nipped in the bud. Rodney says, my wife and I was having a heated conversation last week about our kids always coming to me for everything as if she does nothing. And about 30 minutes after our conversation, and you repeat the same thing about y'all kids doing the same thing. Can we elaborate a little bit about that?
Okay, you said that they come.
I guess they go to Rodney and ask him for everything instead of going to the wife.
Is that right, Rodney? They come to you instead of ask.
Yeah, because it says that if she does nothing.
Well, this is one thing I'm gonna say about y'all. She works a lot. She, works outside the house, and her hours are longer. Then they also know which one. Like Rodney, your heart is for family, and so you like family. You want everybody to be happy at your own expense. But that's not good when they know that you're just gonna say yeah. So they come to you because kids know they can cause discord between the two of you.
Right.
That's biological children, extra children, bonus children, whoever. Kids know when they can cause a discord between the two of you. So what you don't want to do is, I often will tell the kids, and even though I know the answer, and I already know, let me talk to your dad. They be like,
why do that?
oh my God, because their answers always no. He's doing better now. But that's always no.
Yeah, now
so,
instead of saying no, I say, no.
So they start to play a game against you against each other. So, you do need to have where you're a unified front though. That, like right now, I'm sure your children can tell you who if I want to do this, who I need to go to.
Right.
If I want to do this, who I need to go to. Because they've learned you, they've pegged you. So,
but what did you used to do? You used to, when they used to walk by me and go in there and ask you, you'd be like, you get loud too. You be so messy.
I do it on purpose.
You just walk past your dad and don't come ask me that. They'd be like, why you say that out loud?
It got on my nerves. Okay, so, Cedric and I, we talked about this. Like, he watches TV in the living room, I watch in the room. Or I just be in the room. Because I don't want to sit on the couch. I like laying in the bed. He don't like laying in the bed. So, we do a lot, we do more now intentional, spending time together. But he'll be out here. The kids will walk past him and come in the room and ask me, Mom, I gotta go to something tomorrow. Or Mom, I need $10 for this. Or Mom, I want to join this. And I would be livid because I was like, you have two parents for a reason. Stop walking past them, your daddy, to come ask me something. And I'll be loud because they stopped doing it. They stopped doing it, or they would try to
catch you when I'm not
catch
home.
you at home.
Like
But it circumvented a lot of that because they walk. I said, you walk past your daddy to ask me that. I was loud too. I did it on purpose. And then they come out the room like that
because they know they was in trouble. Then won't play that
because you're not gonna come and try to ask me something that I'm gonna tell you. I need to holler at your dad about it anyway. Now,
you're not gonna do that. Try to cause discord and discomfort in my home with your foolishness. Oh no!
And it'd be so funny because they know they gotta come around the corner and see you. They be like,
it's on and
I
popping.
don't want to walk back in here.
Now, come on in here. Come on, bring it to me.
So Rodney did that. Answered the question because I definitely want you guys to, because children have caused divorces before. Y'all know that, right?
Oh yes.
A lot of divorces, and that's not even blended family children. That's regular. Biological from both people's children,
so it's
but it's even more worse.
Boy, them hammer knockers.
When you got blended family, because we play the role of like we've been down together the whole time, mama, or down together, daddy, and then
you and me the whole time, and now this joker.
Like we had a couple that he had a son, she had a daughter, and they were married, but they were living like single people,
2 against 2.
but it couldn't be. You're never gonna have a one accord relationship, but you never have a one accord relationship if there is division. If it's my son, my daughter, your daughter, stuff like that. I would spank them. Monica, you ain't spanking nobody. Monica don't spank nobody. Monica about to beat her husband up about her child. Monica ain't spanking nobody. Ain't nobody studying you.
She also says hi.
Hey, Monica.
Rodney says, I believe because I'm consistent and they haven't had that before.
But see now, this is the other part of this, Monica. What you see? Thank you, Shanice, you loud.
I knew I heard somebody talking.
So I believe because we women are emotional. I believe your wife is a little emotional like myself. So I ain't gonna act like she the only one. So the stuff they go to Cedric about is the mama tripping type deal. They go to snitch on me. To Cedric. Mom's just really over the top. They gonna say she's they gonna tell on me to him. I was like, you go to the most non-emotional person, and then he's like, babe, they feel like
I say that.
You might as well say. I was like, don't be coming to me about them children. They came to tell on me.
I don't say no.
They came to tell on me.
I be giving you the real deal.
You said I said it last week. Right now, we weren't here last week. It was the week before. And 2 weeks from now, I don't remember what my name is. So you might have to. What was it? What is it regarding?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I can't remember. I can't. You know, it's been 2 weeks because I was sick last week. So.
Yeah, last week she was just snoring. It was over.
Yeah, I was sick. I still don't feel my best, but I came on here not even as prepared as ever. But this is the thing.
No, we're doing this for you guys.
You so dumb.
Okay, here we go. Valerie says, exactly. I try not to say too much because I don't want to overstep my boundaries, but it's to the point where I'm getting past pissed off. And I love that child just like he was mine. But again, I know it's not him, it's the mom that's been embedding this behavior into his brain for years. But what really gets me is my husband's dad called him the other day trying to get on his case about not buying the child some shoes. But like he said, he paid child support and he got shoes before our kids that live with us did. I don't know, it's just one big mess. I know my husband is doing his part, but it hurts when people try to make him out to be a deadbeat when he has raised two of mine that's not biological. He is one since 7 months old, and now he's 13. He's a great father to his and ours. His, mine, and ours.
Listen, Val, your husband wants to put his daddy in check. I know we don't like to hear that, but that's y'all family household.
Right.
If you want to send the money to daddy and buy shoes, that's you. But you don't get to tell me what to do about, I'm paying child support, but I want a relationship. There has to be some ground rules. Right. I'm not an ATM. And we talk about this even with relationships with God. We only want to talk to God when something's wrong in our life. No regular communication, no regular spending time, no regular reading the word. It's only when we got problems that I want to go to God and, oh Lord, I love you. And oh Lord, yeah, but what about on the regular times when things are okay? We don't do that. And so, you know, it's hard because Cedric and I, in the beginning, we had to pull away from family. And especially family we thought were toxic.
Right.
Because it was a certain time we went to family functions and it was just always something negative. And I was like, this can't work for us. And it doesn't mean we don't love them. It just means that we had to pull away in order to establish what we could have. We would not have what we have now had we still been at every family function and every event, because people gonna try to tell you how to run your relationship and that's not gonna work. Mama, daddy, sister, cousin, auntie, they not in your house. They don't know your story, they don't know your finances, they don't know the situation.
Right, and they can't run your house. Only you and your husband can run your house.
Right.
So y'all have to come up with what works best for your household, no matter what anybody else says.
Right.
Right there. His dad has raised his kids. Now let his son raise his.
You somebody say something after that?
Rodney says about the outcome to him. Sometimes it's for you. I don't know what you're talking about. Monica says, you're feeling better.
Monica, I'm trying, honey.
That's true.
You know the cooties at the school, child.
I've
been taking them. I think I done overdosed on orange juice. I bought 2 jugs and it's gone. I mean, I really just been drinking orange juice. Like, I ain't even been able to bless my husband. I'm gonna bless you tonight. Just don't kiss me. And just don't kiss me. No.
No.
I'm just saying, he might have to mount up, because you kiss me out, you might get this.
I got that dust mask in the truck.
Monica, you back to work yet? I might have to go see the doctor about the same thing you had going on, Monica. Boy, look at him.
She says you all
That trigger. Woo, buddy. Don't fall for it, said. Why not, baby? You don't want none? You don't want none? He been acting a little out of sorts, so I think you do. I think that baby wants something. Yes, some do. That's that sugar do. Give me some kisses.
Let me go get my respirator out the truck.
Monica, same thing. Every night, hands swole. Both of them. Every night.
Yeah, buddy.
My son, Mama, rub your hands. I was like, you don't have to, but okay.
She said y'all do great.
Well, thank you, Monica.
She really talking about me.
You heard him talking about, you really talking about he do great. But I do want to say, like I say, we're trying to get my oldest son here because I think his perspective on blended families is going to be important.
You can't work the Facebook?
He was going through too many changes. Ooh, don't do that. She said surgery painful. I don't want to do it. She said the surgery is painful. She had to go.
Oh. Yeah, no,
She
I
was-
don't want to do that.
I mean, but I'm talking about this one real bad. Like, I can't even write my pen. I had to hold it like this. So we gonna work on it. I'm just trying to figure out.
You right with your feet.
I just heard that you don't have nobody to cover you and do payroll when you out. I don't want to come back to all them weeks of payroll.
I'll come do it for you.
Yeah, Monica, I'm gonna send Monica over there to Monica. She know how to do it.
Mm.
But anyway, we're gonna pray. This has been a good session. Not one of our best prepared since my son was supposed to be here and his behind forgot.
I know. You probably been doing all the talking. Mess me up. I ain't had nothing to say.
But we thank you again. I want you guys to do me a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are trying to build that side up. There are a lot of possibilities with the YouTube, and so Black Love United has videos on it. All these broadcasts we download and put on it.
All the broadcasts. You should have a viewing party at your house with your friends. That's how fly these broadcasts are. They lit. You understand me?
How you get lit at the end of the broadcast? Did you get ready to get out?
I'm not lit. I'm
Joker here get lit at the end of the
I'm
broadcast.
trying to do the YouTube.
If you're still
like
on,
you
if you're
said.
still on here in the bottom left hand side, share it to your page so your friends can watch or rewatch. Thank you, Monica. I love you, girl. They can watch it later or whatever. So if you can share it to your page, the bottom left hand side has a button that says share. Put share it to my page so people can see it.
And when you go on YouTube, subscribe and hit that little bell so you can get updates when we put them new videos on there. You know what I'm saying?
A bell? Ain't no bell.
It is a bell on YouTube.
It's not no bell. Subscribe.
Yes, it is. It's subscribe and then it's a bell.
Oh,
Don't put them cooties on me. I'm a YouTube expert.
Hey, you my dear.
On the side?
Yes.
That's because you're in my personal space with your
Say sorry.
cooties.
Say sorry.
Okay.
Say sorry, my titty. Say sorry, my titty.
I can't see it.
Say sorry to it.
It's hiding. Anyway, we're going to get off this broadcast. Angie finna pray. Now you be going
I
to
prayed last time. Go.
No, you did.
What is Monica, anybody telling you don't come to nothing. Your husband won't participate. Look, you be home watching on TV. We gonna stream it live. You gonna come?
It's going to be in December at some point.
I'm gonna call you.
We're going to go skiing at Lake Eola.
What said kids? It what?
I don't know.
Right, they don't know what that say. All right. I never lean on you. See, my husband's not no for better or for worse. You sick, he don't want to be bothered with you. Kiss it. That's what he said. Kiss it. That's what I was gonna say right now. I'm trying to be good. Kiss it.
No, no.
Babe, kiss it.
You got boogers on it.
It got boogers on it.
So I don't like that.
You ain't gonna take it back? Hurt my feelings.
Oh, really? I'm sorry.
Right now, I preach Sunday. You missed my preaching. Come on, babe.
Oh, it's your turn.
I prayed last time.
No, you did.
Yes.
And you missed last week because you were sick, so you definitely need to pray. Just your ointment up. All that preaching you did is still flowing. Flowing from my heart. Body hit. Come on, let's go. Mr. Thomas.
Yes, Rodney, I seen the link. All right. Dear Lord, we thank you for this day, another broadcast, another opportunity to share with these people that's on Facebook and YouTube and whoever else sees this, Lord, just an example of how we've had blended families, that we've come together, Lord, but we are now one cohesive unit, Lord, and we've only done that with your grace, your help, your direction. So today we ask that you empower all the mothers, all the bonus mothers, Lord, to know what to do, what not to do, when to do it, and how to do it. Yes. Lord, we ask that you empower all the fathers, the bonus fathers, Lord, how to be there for these blended families, these blended children, these blended whatever we have going on, that you will step in and give us guidance, Lord, that we will have men and women of God come up in these young children, that they will see productive families, healthy relationships, and that they will learn how to love and to be there for their potential wife and husband, Lord, and their blended families or their families in general, Lord. Help us to be examples as married couples now to this dark and dying world, Lord. This next generation, our generation, needs you, Lord. But we want to be an example, Lord, to let them know that everything is not easy. We do have problems, but Lord, with you, all things are possible, Lord. It's not just a scripture or some words we're reading on a page, Lord, but you live inside of us to empower us, to help us to fulfill our purpose, Lord. Each and every person in this broadcast that will watch it and replay, Lord, I pray that you will help them to fulfill their purpose, to walk their dreams out and be the men and women of God that you call them to be. I speak life into our marriage. I speak life into our children. I speak life into our ministries, wherever you would have them to be. Help everyone on here walk in their purpose, Lord. And we thank you now for the season of suddenly, Lord, that is happening now. Things are changing now. Things are coming to pass now, Lord. And we call it done. We cancel the assignment of the enemy in Jesus' name. Jesus. Amen.
Amen. Amen. That was powerful. Oh, Shatta.
I'm going to be stopping. All right, guys. Good night.
Jay Nicole, hola.
Jay, how you come on late? Jay, you missed the whole thing. I'm going to bed now.
Well, Monica said she's going to be sharp for the dance. I see you.
Ain't nobody studying Monica.
Get right then.
I'm going to call you Monica. I don't believe you.
Get right.
Get right, church, and let's go home. Like that.
Oh.
Why's your mouth like that?
Well, yeah, that's the only way.
I really don't like that mouth.
When you sing like that.
I don't like that mouth. Don't sing then. Because you don't, that mouth
that's how, listen, when you do that, that's how you know you're saved. See, you doing that regular mouth, you ain't saved. You still got a little bit, but you got to grow in God. You still, you got a ways to go.
But can you not be saved in that area? Because that looked horrible. I absolutely hate it, and you do it on purpose. Every time you're going to broadcast. Bye, y'all. Can you mash the button?
Kiss and make up. Unless your spouse sick, don't kiss.